Andrew McAfee, The Geek Way, the radical mindset that drives extraordinary results. Dive into The Geek Way, the radical mindset that drives extraordinary results by Andrew McAfee and discover how legendary figures like Jeff Bezos and Google founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin have redefined management. Rooted in their Montessori education, where creative freedom and discipline flourished, these innovators have crafted organizational cultures that yield remarkable outcomes. This book unpacks four foundational pillars: science, ownership, speed, and openness. These elements collaboratively create an environment where individuals are propelled to exceed collective goals, fostering rapid learning and adaptation. Embracing transparency and rigorous evidence-based decision-making, geek companies leap ahead by valuing team autonomy, swift iteration, and transparent communication. Prepare to delve into a detailed exploration of how these unconventional management strategies are transforming businesses and propelling extraordinary results.
Geek Leadership Blueprint. Picture dynamic environments where trust and personal discipline and creativity reign supreme, much like the Montessori schools attended by visionaries like Jeff Bezos, Larry Page, and Sergey Brin. This philosophy extends seamlessly into the realm of business, crafting a management style anchored in four powerful pillars: science, ownership, speed, and openness. These elements form the foundation of workplaces that empower individuals and propel organizations swiftly toward their ambitions. Speed upends traditional planning through rapid innovation cycles, favoring constant testing to pinpoint what truly resonates with users. This allows companies to adjust and adapt based on real-world feedback, reducing the time between ideation and execution. Ownership grants employees autonomy over their responsibilities, eliminating cumbersome approval processes and boosting both accountability and swift decision-making. Science signifies an unwavering focus on data-driven insights, guiding decisions with rigorous analysis and fostering informed discussions over blind adherence to hierarchy. Openness nurtures a culture of transparency, where information and new ideas flow freely, empowering companies to pivot and align as information evolves. In this collaborative setting, the entire team readily embraces innovation, transcending the limitations of conventional corporate models. This geek methodology cultivates an environment that prizes speed, collaboration, and evidence-based decision-making, fostering a sense of agency in employees who drive initiatives forward rather than merely executing top-down commands. The result? Heightened employee engagement, satisfaction, and profitability. By understanding and adopting these principles, businesses can transform their culture into one that is both fast-paced and agile, fully equipped to navigate the ever-changing landscape of modern industry. Culture's indispensable power. In Kenya, a tuberculosis program harnessed the power of culture by sending patients daily text message reminders to take their medication, creating a system of accountability and support within the community. With the need to reply and engage directly, patients realized their community was actively helping them recover. This program highlighted two vital elements: the notion that everyone was watching, and the inherent community effort involved. It established a cultural norm of completing treatment, embodying how societies, organizations, and groups naturally operate by forming norms and behaviors, essentially creating a culture. Recognizing human behavior as inherently social rather than individual highlights our species' exceptional ability to cooperate and rapidly adapt culturally. Historically, human groups have achieved monumental feats, from daily survival to venturing into space, thanks to shared knowledge. Our evolutionary wiring as social beings means our actions and ethics are continuously shaped by our peers and the prevailing cultural standards. Individuals often engage in behaviors they consider unethical when influenced by a detrimental culture, driven by the innate fear of exclusion or being labeled a detractor. Innovative corporations leverage two essential strategies to guide collective behavior: enhancing the visibility of actions to the group and reducing the chances for individuals to deny wrongdoing. These strategies reinforce positive norms and guide the rapid progress of team dynamics. The human brain evolved specifically for communal learning, allowing discoveries and insights to be quickly shared and embraced by the group, leading to collective intelligence that surpasses individual capacities. Our greatest strength, ultrasociality, is acknowledged by pioneering methodologies that focus on cultural practices to drive innovation. For leaders, the key responsibility is to guide their organization's culture towards making optimal decisions. This guiding principle is crucial and should be steadfastly remembered. Yet, it's equally important to acknowledge this endeavor as ongoing, supported by systems that monitor progress and foster personal accountability within the workforce. Much like the tuberculosis program, making individuals aware of their responsibilities reduces the room for excuses when duties are unmet. This cultural underpinning nurtures the foundational geek tenets of science, ownership, speed, and transparency, evident in decision-making situations like the controversial launch of New Coke in 1985. Decoding Critiques. Coca-Cola learned a hard lesson when trying to alter its iconic formula. Despite data suggesting a preference for Pepsi, they failed to consider the sentimental value Coke held for Americans, leading to public uproar and a return to their original recipe. This mirrors human tendency toward overconfidence, a psychological bias where we view ourselves through overly positive lenses and cling to data that supports our beliefs. However, while we may be biased in self-evaluation, we're adept at challenging others' ideas. This is crucial in environments that rely on evidence and critical examination to refine ideas, like the scientific community. Tech companies such as Google exemplify this with their approach to problem solving, relying on A/B testing to determine optimal website designs, driven by user preference rather than expert opinion. Here, factual analysis reigns supreme over charm or hierarchy. Nonetheless, fostering an environment where candid discourse flourishes requires psychological safety. Leaders must promote a culture of trust where team members can freely express views without fear of ridicule. The role of a leader in this context is to drive a culture grounded in facts, not status or rhetoric, thus sharpening collective intelligence for better decision-making. Netflix serves as a case study, actively engaging staff in critical dialogue to inform decisions, encouraging dissent, and prioritizing evidence. This participatory approach led to innovations such as offering downloadable content, an idea initially resisted by leaders. Through honest, collective analysis, organizations uncover valuable insights, driving superior outcomes and innovation. Streamlined Ownership. In 1944, the U.S. Intelligence Service crafted a manual aimed at aiding citizens in occupied territories to subtly disrupt Nazi operations through bureaucratic sabotage. By insisting that every task, no matter how insignificant, required official approval via convoluted channels, the manual's guidance effectively diverted resources from critical matters. This concept parallels challenges in modern businesses, where bureaucracies often hinder progress by promoting unnecessary work, primarily driven by individuals seeking status rather than efficiency. To overcome such impediments, the focus should be on extreme ownership and accountability. Granting teams autonomy over mutually agreed goals helps bypass the inefficiencies of excessive oversight and collaboration. For example, in some innovative companies, new employees are empowered to make impactful changes without the need for endless permissions or meetings. Such environments trust their members' judgments to push decisions forward swiftly. Moreover, in these settings, cross-departmental interactions are carefully managed to avoid unwanted status games that are disguised as coordination efforts. While not entirely free of hierarchical structures, these organizations maintain a small central team to align overarching vision with specific goals. This structure ensures that politicking and self-promotion are minimized, allowing decisions to be swift and focused on outcomes. By limiting the instances that encourage grandstanding, such as unnecessary meetings, organizations can streamline decision-making processes. The role of leadership thus becomes one of ensuring alignment with company goals, granting teams the creative freedom they require. This fosters an environment where innovation thrives, free from the shackles of overbearing bureaucracy. Speed and mastery. In the fast-paced world of innovation, companies like SpaceX have mastered the art of building rockets swiftly and cost-effectively, rivaling traditional institutions like NASA. The key lies in dodging the commonplace 90% illusion, where progress seems on track until surprise setbacks appear. This illusion stems from misguided optimism, often driven by dishonesty about progress to save face. Geeks break this cycle by embracing rapid execution, frequent iteration, and learning through immediate feedback. They launch ideas without waiting for certainty, designing solutions that evolve through practical experience. This transparency keeps teams honest, as real functionality is showcased instead of misleading documents. The rush to speed brings a significant benefit, accelerating group learning. As teams quickly build and integrate modular components, they create more opportunities for feedback and knowledge sharing. Traditional industries, with their prolonged timelines, are vulnerable to the illusion of near completion and unexpected delays. Geeks counteract this by emphasizing agility in breaking projects into small, actionable pieces, ensuring visible progress and insights. Compact milestones, measured in days rather than months, prevent teams from hiding behind false assurances or working in isolation. Regular check-ins promote transparency and necessary adjustments, making progress a matter of evidence rather than speculation. Google's A/B testing exemplifies how speed enhances learning and refines strategies. By prioritizing swift, transparent processes and shared learning experiences, geek cultures achieve more in shorter periods with fewer surprises. Short feedback cycles expose issues early, allowing timely corrections and maintaining stakeholder trust. Leaders in this space focus on dissecting uncertain ventures into flexible modules that can be quickly tested, thriving in environments that champion openness and adaptability. Power of openness. Picture a world where honesty reigns, sparking innovation and propelling businesses to greatness. The Tale of the Emperor and His Invisible Clothes perfectly captures the peril of closed communication, truth obscured by fear and pretension. In contrast, a culture of openness empowers managers to leverage science, delegate ownership, and drive fast-paced actions, breaking the seals on mutual knowledge, transforming it into shared wisdom. Consider the tech world's trailblazers. YouTube pivoted from a dating platform to a video-sharing revolution, Twitter transitioned from podcast locator to a global communication tool. Even Amazon, in seeking transparency for internal efficiency, birthed Amazon Web Services, now a cloud computing behemoth. These stories of transformation are not mere accidents, they are the fruits of leaders embracing transparency and daring to pivot when evidence demands. Openness in leadership is not just a trend, but a prerequisite. When leaders model this trait, it sets the tone for an organization to harness collective insights for the greater good. It's a powerful alchemy, turning shared understanding into real and impactful change. The demand for openness isn't just a geek anthem, it is the lifeline for sustained progress and evolution.
In summary, the Geek Way reveals how a cultivated organizational culture defined by science, ownership, speed, and openness can transform ordinary companies into extraordinary success stories. This geek-driven approach prioritizes data-informed decisions, empowers individuals with autonomy, and encourages rapid iteration. When implemented effectively, these strategies foster an open environment conducive to innovation and rapid learning. As illustrated by companies like SpaceX, Google, and Amazon, such cultures not only accelerate project timelines but also heighten employee engagement and satisfaction. The book underscores the vital role leaders play in nurturing this environment, championing transparency, encouraging open debate, and steering collective intelligence to refine decisions. Ultimately, these insights equip readers to cultivate a culture that magnifies group capabilities, poised to conquer challenges and harness opportunity in the whirlwind of modern business.